Hi guys, this is
Hello.
Roxy
I'm Amy.
and we're having Mary. So remember the first video when you're like you're going to have Mary
Yeah.
and she was just running away, but today we have her today and we're going to talk about a lot of things. You know, she's a makeup artist and all that, but before I say a lot about you, can you talk about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Mary and I'm a makeup artist, like she has told you, and I'm a student at Moons
Yeah.
in third year. And I'm so happy to be here today.
Guys, you don't have to question. She's the best. Like at where she is at school, she's the best.
Yeah.
When it comes to makeup, she's the best. You don't even question. Just know she can manage every single thing. So I don't want to waste your time. Let's talk about. Let's go straight to the relationship part.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're gonna the main topic's gonna be you guys
Out there, who understand
shouldn't
everything.
be so understanding in relationships. You should always question whatever it is your partner has to, whatever they're doing, or whatever it is they have to say. Don't just let them be like, oh, okay, I understand, it's fine. Always try to reason and find out what is it that's really going on.
Okay, so I want to ask Mary, because you're the main person, main guest today. Are you someone who understands so much? Like you're ever, it's okay, babe, it's okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, what kind of person are you when it comes to those things?
I understand, and I love to understand, but I don't want to understand a lot.
Yeah.
I want to respect someone, but I want them to respect me too.
Yes.
I want them to understand me, and I want them to know that if they do something that I don't like, I'm not just going to be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But they have to explain to me this and that, because that's proper etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really don't think I would understand so much and even fail to stand my ground.
Yeah, or understand and then go back home and cry about it. Like, what did he say this? But and then you ask your friend, if it happens to you, what would you do and everything. I think you're supposed to reason. Like, you feel like reasoning, you should reason.
Yeah.
You feel like the need of getting pissed because you're pissed, be it. But then maybe later talk about it, explain it and everything becomes okay. But if you sit and you just keep quiet because of fear or
They're going
anything,
to get used to the situation and they'll do whatever it is that they want, because
I
you're not
think
gonna say
you shouldn't
anything
let them
about
get
it
comfortable.
with the situation.
Yeah, so okay. So we're talking to you people out there who are too understanding in your relationship. We argue that you're supposed to question when someone is doing something that you don't understand, or it kind of beats your understanding. I think it's right for you to question.
Yeah.
You know, and that if you're a guy or a girl, if your boyfriend or girlfriend has pissed you off and you feel like you want to address it, you should address it.
Because at some point it's going to go on and on and on and on, which is going to lead to something very big. Because the day the guy's going to do this today and you're not going to say anything about it, he'll feel like, oh, she's okay with it, she's fine, so he'll still be doing it out
Like
there.
today I was talking to a friend and we're talking about something and she was like, Rosie, whichever way your boyfriend is treating you right now, probably okay. If he's not calling you every day, like it's not his daily thing, if later start complaining, yeah baby, you don't call me, they'll tell you, that's what I've been doing ever since we started dating. You
And
understand?
you
Because you did
didn't
not
say
question.
anything about
Like,
it.
is it new, honey? And you're like, no. Like, so why are you questioning?
Yeah.
I think you should question from the beginning. Like, why are you not calling me? I don't have airtime. Okay.
Yeah,
The
like
first
you try
day.
to be on the same page.
Yeah, then you keep on questioning evil. Everything is gonna be okay. So I don't wanna waste your time or our time. Let's go to Mary. Let her tell you guys what she did to our faces. Because you see we are looking good, we're flying. We're queening right
Makeup
now.
on point.
Yeah, so what I used on Rosie and Amran, I used a primer first and foremost. I like to use this primer.
Yeah.
It's by Moa. It's a hydro primer, so it's hydrating. But so these two girls have dry skin.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. No, fortunately or unfortunately, because they look good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I used this to prime their faces, such that when I put the cream at their foundation, it doesn't smudge and it stays on the whole day. Yeah, and then I used BB cream. For Amran, I used Avon BB cream.
Is it like a foundation or?
It's a beauty balm. It's like, it works like foundation, but then it puts all the foundation and the the foundation and the part of the powder application and all in one thing, because you can use this and not put powder.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for Rosie, I used this BB cream. It's from Ruby Kisses US, to make them to even out their skin tone. And then I used powders, of course. I have to use powders. And I used still the Moa powder and this Ruby Kisses powder. I used this for, you can see it's a little bit old, but this is my job, you know. Yeah, I used this on Rosé, and then I used this Moa powder on Armine.
It
Yeah.
looks new.
Yeah, this is new. Yeah, this is new. Then but before I did that, I did the eyebrows. You know, I like to do the eyebrows first because when I'm putting the foundation, I don't interfere with it. But if I put the foundation first, I will be touching their foundation as I put the eyebrow. So I like to use this. It's a Technique Ultimate Brow Kit. I use two depending on the shade of the person. You know, you have different shades of your eyebrows. Some people's eyebrows are very dull colored, some are really dark. So for Amran, I used this because it's a bit dull and she's so brown. I discourage using black. Okay, I see most of, you know, the people where I be, they use black and they start from this point and it looks, you know, a bit messy.
That's me.
Yeah, but I'm glad. I think you've learned today.
I'm glad she has learned.
Yeah, so I used this because Amran is a little bit light, you know. She's a little bit light and she needs something really light like this. Like I used this brown on her. And for Rosé, I used a Ruby Kisses one. You can see this is a bit old. I use it so
You see
much.
why me everything
Like
like that?
which one did you use specifically? Like for the what?
For the
Because okay,
eyebrows?
she's dark. Which one is she supposed
Yeah,
to be
she's
using?
dark. So I used this brown. There's this brown in this palette, but you notice this brown is darker than the one in this palette that I've just showed you. So I use it to line to fill her starting ends such that they don't look dark like from the beginning, so it looks black and messy. So and towards the arch of her brows, like you can see here, I use a little black because she's dark skinned, so it comes out really like in the shade I like. I want to start with a little brown here, a little dark here, and then brown here, such that it looks natural. I like it when the eyebrows look natural. Yeah, so we're done with the brows. So I used I like to transition my eyeshadow. So I used this Bubel palette. This is the Bubel, and it's a matte palette. It has matte colors in it. So I used this shade here, as you can see it. It's a bit, it kind of wants to look like your skin color. I like to use it on dark people. I think it's good with women with color. So I used this to transition the eyeshadow. I think you can see this. I'll use my brush to show you. You can see this color here. It's not the same as the one on her
beneath.
crease.
Okay.
Yeah, no. The one above here.
I can
Leave
see
alone
it.
this highlighter. This highlighter is the concealer that I use to conceal her eyebrow. But then there's this transition color here. I don't know if she can close her eyes a bit so you can see it very well.
can see
So
it.
this is what I used to transition
Should I
her.
open them now?
Yeah, you can open them now. So I had to use a lighter shade from this nude palette. Yeah, I need mega nudes. This is a nude for eyeshadow, and I used this on her because she's a little bit light, so I wanted her
Take
eye.
it closer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used this. I
Okay.
wanted her eye to come out a bit since she's brown, so if she blinks, you can be like, wow. So that's what I used on her, and then I used my blending brush to blend out everything. So you can see it's not like how like sometimes, you know, you try to put your foundation and I think I can show you using this. This is more of a blending brush. It's kind of fluffy, like you can see. So when you use it on someone, it really blends out everything, and there are no harsh lines in your eyeshadow. Yeah. So after doing her eyeshadow, I lined her eyes to make them a little bit smoky down here, just down. I used a liquid liner. It's also by Technique. You can see it's kind of small. Yeah, I used this to line her, and I also used it a bit to line her lower eye. Down here, you can see it's a little bit dark. It's good if it's a little bit dark. It defines your eyes very well. Yeah, and then I used to highlight her nose bone. Yeah, I used a highlighter from Ruby Kisses USA. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I used this highlighter. It's an all over glow. It's a highlighting powder, and it's in flashed glow. So I used it to highlight her nose bone and her upper bones on the cheeks. I think, as you can see it.
Yeah.
She
Get
looks,
closer.
she's really glowy.
Yeah.
At this point you can't even tell she has a dry skin normally. I don't know if I'm saying badly, but at this point you can't even
You can't tell.
Yeah, same applies to her. At that point you cannot tell, because I tried to highlight her under eyes and her nose bone. I used still the same thing. I think you can see it can work both ways. Some of these things work on both colors.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for the lips, I used Ruby Kisses lipstick.
Seems you're a fan of Ruby Kisses.
Yeah, I love Ruby Kisses because they have things that have high definition. Like, you don't have to use a lot of it, because with makeup, actually, another thing I want to tell you, I want to just advise, less is much. I don't like it when someone uses a lot of makeup. Like, you look so much.
Actually, you look more fake when it's too much.
makeup.
When it's too much. So less is much, and I recommend you use really less. And that's why I like using Ruby Kisses and more stuff and technique, because you don't have to use a lot. It will define you, and then you'll use it for a very long time, which is good. Like, you don't have to buy makeup all the time. Yeah, so I used this lip liquor by Ruby Kisses. It's a matte liquor on her lips. As you can see, when I first put it, it was a little bit glossy, but now it's becoming matte. It's becoming dry a bit, you know? Yeah. So on her, I used more lipstick, because you can see she's a woman of color, looking nice. Yeah. I used more lipstick on her. It's a red lipstick. It's this kind. It's called Noah Makeup Evolution, but it's in red color on her, and I lined her as well as I lined Amran. Yeah, and that's the look you see. That's a good
And
look.
we look good, guys. Hope you have learned from Mary. So before let's first talk about the quote of the week.
So the quote of the week says that a starting point of all achievement, you always have to have a desire.
Yeah.
It's like for example, Mary here, she does makeup. She's a makeup artist. Like, it was her desire. She has passion for whatever it is that she's doing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it may lead to her success.
Yeah, and she went. I think you're trying to say, if you have desire for something, don't sit and wait. I think go for it.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to say,
Definitely.
Cindy. Last week we said if you want to do something, you do it all the way. So this week you want something, you go for it. You want to become like Mary, you go for it. You want to have a YouTube channel, you go for it. That's all about it, you know. And so we are almost ending the show. I want you to tell these people out there who are watching you how they can contact you. Basically, those people who are based in Kampala or in Uganda.
Okay, so I'm based in Kampala, and you can get to me in my phone number. Yeah, my phone number. It's 0759 08 14 03. 0759 08 14 03. You can follow me on Instagram at facecaps256. That's my work page, but I also have my own page. You can also follow it, because I also post on it, and I can always get your message from there. It's Maria Kuya 22.
Okay.
It's Maria Kuya 22.
We'll be glad if you guys out there follow her and get to know more about the makeup and all that, and look good as we are looking right now.
And if you have anything else to ask, you can still comment, and she'll get back to you.
And guys, don't forget to tell your friends and tell your friends and boyfriends and girlfriends to subscribe to Emmy Roxy, so that you get to know things like, you know what Mary is teaching right now. She'll probably come back next time when she has more things to tell you guys, so that you can learn. And don't forget to follow us on our
Instagram. It's Never That Serious.
That's her name, and my name is Roxy Roxal 2015. And don't forget to follow us on Snapchat.
Amy Mo_AB.
And I'm Roxy Lucas on Snapchat. Follow us; it's so fun. And Mary has just
joined
Snapchat. Do you even know you're using it?
Nakuya Mary 22.
Yeah, guys, please follow us so that we can have fun and learn more from each other. We are so
grateful for today. Hope you're all having a nice
bye, guys.
Bye.